Currently, we have good connectivity by air, by Kenya Airways and other airlines. We used to have a flight here by Kenya Airways to direct to Nairobi, but that route is being recalibrated. But you can easily connect through Mumbai, and the Kenya Airways officials are going to talk about that shortly, about the new incentives. The Kenya government also has waived visa fees for children below 16 years of age. I think that should be an incentive enough for you to pick up all your family and travel to Kenya. We've also reduced park fees from $90 to $60. So this is another incentive to be able to be taken advantage of. In terms of wildlife management, poaching is also not something new to India. We continue to fight poachers, putting measures in place, as well as, increasing the fines for the poachers. And all of this has resulted in Kenya receiving several accolades and endorsements as a unique travel destination. The Diani Beach, some of you know the Diani Beach, was voted the best beach in Africa in 2015 at the World Trade Awards. Other awards have been in areas such as the high-end hotels, game lodges and cottages, the pristine beaches, specialized tours, and outstanding customer experience. These endorsements have further been reinforced by the fact that business and conference tourism has seen an unprecedented upsurge. We have held major conferences in the recent past. The World WTO Ministerial Conference, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, the just concluded Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD, and there are others lined up. Recently also we've hosted many high-level visits. From Nigeria, the President. From Israel, Prime Minister. From India, our own Prime Minister visited Kenya. Pope Francis visited Kenya. John Kerry has visited Kenya. It just shows the growing confidence in this market. And of course, India and Kenya have had strong historical connections. Connections dating back to the time we were building. No, it began with the time of the spice trade, the spice route that passed by the coast of East Africa. When we were building our railway, we had the coolies, remember the coolies from India, who came and helped us build our railway. Some died alongside our people by the man-eaters of Savo, if you remember, the lions, the very lions now we go and visit. Some stayed behind after that railway was built, some came back home. When we fought for independence, India was by our side. Others now, after independence, have joined the ones there and are helping us build our country. The linkages are strong, so it makes sense that Indians should visit Kenya abundantly. Not so? I think so. And because of these historical linkages, the Indian, I think, would find themselves very much at home in Kenya. We do have the second largest Indian diaspora in Africa after South Africa. We do have foods that would appeal to the palates of the Indian population. The biryanis, the pilaus, the parathas or the chapatis, they are all there. But most of all, there is the warmth of the Kenyan people. That's enough to make you visit. Because of all that, this launch and this campaign is very, very timely as we are bouncing back and just after the visit of the Prime Minister, and particularly because India is doing well in terms of the source of tourists for Kenya. You've already been told that the arrivals have increased by 30%, bringing the figure up a little. But when I look at the figures, for a population of 1.25 billion, they're still way, way below par. We're just scratching the surface, and I think there's a lot more than we can do. And that's why our two governments are committed to improving people-to-people relations. That will be able to get people from both sides visit each other's countries, whether it's to do with sports or tourism or business, and sample a bit of the cultures on both sides. These become the ambassadors. So you, the press, and these people who visit become the ambassadors to promote tourism in our countries. Let me conclude my remarks by just reiterating that Kenya has all the ingredients to be the perfect holiday destination for Indians. The pleasant climate around the year, the world-best safari, the rich culture, the variety of adventure and leisure activities make it the best choice, the perfect choice for all travelers. Finally, on behalf of Magical Kenya and Kenya government, I invite you to visit and experience the warm hospitality of the Kenyan people. I did forget that we are also open for business and investment. We're looking for more facilities, hotels. I talked about the infrastructure. I don't know if you've heard about LAPSET. It's an acronym for Lamu Port South Sudan Transport Corridor. It's a transport corridor that will have a pipeline, a railway, and a road all the way from Lamu on the coast to South Sudan. And along this transport corridor, there will be tourist resorts. A tourist resort at Lamu, another way, almost halfway on the corridor at a place called Isiolo, another one just before entry into South Sudan, a place called Lokichogio. What does this mean? This means that there are big, big opportunities for investment in the tourist sector, hotels and tourist products. So I'm just telling you to disseminate that information so that Indians partake of this investment opportunity. Now,